You know what make this morning happy? Because I get up and I can see my enemy them clear. The worst kind of man to me is the man that make a woman control him and go out there, go make enemy feel him and can't say nothing about it.
If you've been following the news over the last couple of days, you must be aware of the massive feud between Wayne Wonder and Buju, with Wayne's wife even getting in on the action with some heavy rebel missiles aimed at Buju. This face-off has been building for quite some time. About a year ago, we did a video that detailed the origins of their friendship and how things began to grow cold between them after Buju got out of jail in 2018. Back then, it was just Wayne Wonder doing all the talking, but right now, everybody is saying what's on their mind. It seemed we had the whole picture of the entire matter, but after listening to legendary producer Donovan Germain of Penthouse Records, both guys' former boss and the man who brought them into the limelight, breaking his silence on the whole thing, I finally got the whole picture about the true origins of this beef. A terrible fallout of record label politics dating back 30 plus years, not to mention egos, failure to credit songwriters for their work, and most tellingly, I believe favoritism, with some artists feeling frozen out to make way for the chosen ones that the label really wants to shine. Something dancehall star Cutty Ranks, who was also a label mate of both guys, alluded to in an interview not too long ago.
Donovan Germain is a great producer. Not a great person, but great producer.
This all begs the question, is Donovan Germain really responsible for the feud between Buju and Wayne Wonder? Now, I said earlier, the world got to know that all wasn't well between both guys about 3 years ago, after Wayne Wonder revealed a strain in their relationship since Buju got out of jail in 2018. According to Wayne, while Buju was organizing his epic comeback concert titled Long Walk to Freedom, he wanted him to come and take part in that show, but instead of calling him himself, he got Donovan Germain to do it instead. Wayne reportedly refused and reminded Germain that he was the one who first brought Buju to Penthouse Records in the first place, before he was even signed. At the end of it all, Wayne still made an appearance at the show, and the whole matter seemed to die down until Buju appeared in a video with popular media personality Queen's Flip a few days ago. And when asked about Wayne's comments from a few years before, this was Buju's response.
I respect that.
You know, one was meant to be in your life forever, you know.
Why you look at things like that though?
Because it's a reality. You didn't bond with your friend. Were you bond with your best friend? Friendship cost me enough pain. Me and them not bond together. We just share a thing and some of them come and get greedy. The works with them do them want more paid over. It's crazy. Till there's a focus. I didn't do my time with no friend, you know.
Did anybody check on you when you did?
Check on who? My baby mother them check on me, yeah.
No one check on you? No.
My mother and a couple close friends check on me. Steve Marley check on me. Butterfucker check on me.
It sparked a vicious slew of rebuttals from Wayne's media team on Instagram that Wayne never came to see him while in prison, rejecting the notion that Wayne was greedy, among other things, and accusing Buju of cheating Wayne out of his royalties for co-writing some of his hit songs like Deportee, Murderer, and Not an Easy Road off his smash hit album Till Shiloh. These posts were taken down a few days later, but sparked a video response from Buju on Instagram Live.
You know what make this morning happy? Because I get up and I can see my enemy them clear. The worst kind of man to me is the man that make a woman control him.
In which he took aim at Wayne for not being able to control his woman and hit at Wayne's woman directly herself. And in response, she would deliver a clapback in an audio on Instagram that was brutal and personal to say the least. But what really caught my attention was the statement that Wayne Wonder was cheated out of his royalties. And it wasn't long before their former boss, Donovan Germain, would break his silence with an interview. And by his own account, he confirmed that Wayne Wonder was denied his royalties, but said very clearly that the whole thing was a mistake by his company Penthouse Records, and took responsibility for the error. Germain claims that Buju and Wayne's beef started about this time last year when a movie company was trying to license the song Murderer for a film soundtrack, when they all discovered that Wayne Wonder wasn't credited as a songwriter, and when they all began to negotiate their shares, Buju rejected Wayne's request for a particular percentage of the publishing. On the surface, it seems the whole thing was an error, even though Jamaican reggae producers have over time acquired a bad reputation, but it drew my mind back to a series of interviews granted by Cutty Ranks. also an ex-artist of Penthouse Records, in which he complained about the producer's character and not getting paid his royalties, despite selling millions of records for the label. And most tellingly, he also revealed that Germain tries to cause division between his artists and always gained from all the confusion. And this was in response to an interview by Germain, which accused him of being hostile to Buju when they were still label mates. And the whole thing drew my mind back even further to Beres Hammond's complaint in 2018 that he had never ever gotten royalties from producers throughout his career, and he also had been for a while a member of the Penthouse team and had even mediated during the quarrels between Cutty Ranks and Donovan Germain. As far as Penthouse Records is concerned, it seems only Buju, who became the label's biggest star, had good stories to tell about that label. Even Win Wonder was among those who left after Cutty Ranks and producer Dave Kelly left the outfit. Honestly, I think this rift between him and Buju are not too far removed from all the seeds which were sown 30 years ago. If I was Donovan Germain and Buju came over asking me to call Wayne to come do a show with him, I would have told him to call him himself, especially as there were no known disagreements between both guys back then. But what do I know? All in all, I hope both men can squash this silly and messy beef and get back into the headlines for the wonderful music that they've always been known for. That would be a great thing to see.